Alright, YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Taking a look at another case today. I've taken a look at 4. This is now the 5th case we'll be taking a look at for the Galaxy Note 4. You can get this and every other case I reviewed for just about any phone nowadays. They all make the same cases for many, many different phones. And this one is from SupCase. You can kind of see their shiny sticker up there, SupCase.com. And the model is the Unicorn Beetle, which is kind of weird. I didn't even know that until I actually bought it. Very bland packaging. I already took it out. Just a little bit of foam, kind of eco-friendly looking box. And here is the case. So it kind of has that like USG sort of, you know, rugged look, and this is definitely a rugged case. Most of the cases I've reviewed so far are kind of slim, slender, decent amount of protection for the price. And this is in the $20 range. Comes with a built-in screen protector, though, which is something that I was happy about. I have surprisingly gotten a couple of little scratches on this phone. You know, with Gorilla Glass nowadays, it's awfully hard to scratch a phone, and I think phone cases are mostly obsolete. But in terms of what I use it for and in my line of work, occasionally you'll definitely need a sturdy case. So I decided to pick one up for this. It's great. It does add a little bit of bulk to your phone, but it is well worth it in the protection. So it's a full wraparound case. Wraps around everything you can kind of see. You know, all my LED indicators and everything. It's completely wrapped around that. The screen protector is built in. It's not one of those cheap ones where they just kind of throw in a 2-cent screen protector in there. No, it's actually built into the case. I'm not going to take the case off just because it's super hard to get off. But the back part here and all of this around the back is one single piece. And then this front plate here that kind of goes around the edge of your phone to protect it when it's laying flat like that. And around the front here, that is another piece. So you actually clip your phone into the front part, and then the back kind of comes around and clips onto it. And it's very sturdy, watertight. You've got a lot of, you know, sort of watertight flaps up here for, you know, your headphones, and down at the bottom you've got to, you know, take these off to access the S Pen and your charging port. The volume rocker is very nice. It does still have that sort of tactile click. I don't like how some big cases kind of make your buttons mushy. This does not do that at all. I did quite a bit of research on this case beforehand before I purchased it. It does have apparently the best drop rate in its class. I've seen people drop this off of a 4-story building and it's just completely fine. I've seen people run it over with a BMW 3 Series and it's completely fine. So it's pretty impressive. The only thing that's really not well protected is the back camera here. There's just kind of a cutout for that and a cutout for the speaker. They do have these little rubber pads, these little 6 sort of pads around the top there that sort of have some sort of shock disbursement. So it is pretty strong. So if you're out in the field, you know, you're working construction or pre-construction or whatever, you know, have you, and you need a good strong case, this is definitely it. Good protection all around, minus a couple spots, but that's, you know, not too much to expect for a $20 case. You want a really nice all around, you know, bomb proof case. You're gonna be spending close to 60 or 80 bucks for something like that. So this is kind of in the inexpensive range. Charging, kind of a nuisance to have to flip that down, but this battery lasts me just about all day. Same thing with the S Pen. I do like to use the S Pen, but to have to, you know, flip this open and pull the S Pen out and do the same thing and kind of manage this because this doesn't stay open. It just kind of, you know, as soon as you let go, it kind of just flaps back down. And it does kind of push in place, but it doesn't actually like clip in place. So you can kind of tell where it's like, you know, pushed back in the right location, but there's no like click or anything like that. It does add a little bit of bulk. So that's, you know, obviously a caveat of having the nearly indestructible case. But I like the design. Comes in 6 colors, just your average like red, green, blue, white, gray, black, maybe like a silver. But for 20 bucks, can't beat the price. And for 20 bucks, you get the accompanying clip. I've never had a phone case yet that came with a clip. But a lot of people I know have them, and they're pretty successful for them. So it comes with a clip too. It's got this kind of striped design here that's edged into the plastic. The clip is wonderful. Not too stiff, but not loose enough where it might cause an issue. It has an 8-way directional tilt, so you can have it in the horizontal position on your belt, or vertical, or at the side, or whatever you want. You've got 6 points that hold it in. These 2 at the bottom are kind of grooved, so your phone actually sits in this way and then clips on. If you're not familiar with how a case works, that goes in that way and then it'll clip shut. Definitely don't clip it this way. That's a poor decision. Not only will this clip kind of harm your phone, but they specifically say in the instructions when you get this, and in the video, there's really not any instructions on how to put this case on, but when you open up the package, it has a QR code, one of those new fancy barcodes that you can scan, and it will take you to the YouTube video of how to properly install this case. And I do recommend that you go look at that, because it might seem simple, but I definitely rode the struggle bus a little bit when trying to take this case on, and especially off. So the clip's good, very standard. I mean, nothing, can't really mess up a clip. But I do like that this is pretty sturdy. The actual clip here that holds the phone in is very, very sturdy. It takes a little bit of use to break this in so that you can kind of quickly take this in and out of your case. And then in here, there's just a little piece of felt with that striped design again, so that it adds, just that little extra protection for your screen or something like that, provided that something, would get in here, like a piece of sand or something coarse that might scratch your device. But with this built-in screen protector on this, it is quite impressive. So that's about it. I'll be using this for next couple of days. Taking this case on and off is definitely not easy, so if you plan on switching your cases often, this is not one of those things. But if hey, I'm going to be on a construction site for the next week or something like that, or, I might go camping or something like that, definitely a good case. Another thing, question that I get occasionally is, Pat, does this interfere with my Wi-Fi signal, or does this interfere with other antennas like Bluetooth or other things like that? And the answer is no. And a lot of cases nowadays have to go through some regulatory processes that, if they're made with plastic or metal or other things like that, that might be able to harm signals, exiting and entering the phone. It has to go through some regulations. So no, this will not interfere with your Bluetooth or your Wi-Fi signal or your signal from your carrier or anything like that. And that also goes for most cases nowadays. Anyway, so that's about it. Once again, this is the Unicorn Beetle SupCase. It's pretty good. It does say Unicorn Beetle on the back, which is kind of weird, because then everybody makes fun of you for that. But good case all around. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments section below. Like the video if you like it. Dislike it if you dislike it, be honest. And we will see you in the next one. I don't know what videos I'll have coming up next. This weekend I am going skydiving, so you might have some skydiving videos coming up. I'd also like to get into Bitcoin. Interesting things have been happening in the Bitcoin community lately, so I might get together for a Bitcoin video. But stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Thank you.